palm of your hands. And yeah, I'm happy too, because we can talk about trading every morning. And today is Wednesday, 29, close to the end of this year. And I hope you had based on the circumstances around the world, you had a good year. And yeah, tomorrow is our last. Almost your hands. Yeah, and, that's by the way, I'm happy too, because we exactly can talk about trading every morning. So yeah, that is YouTube. By the way, we stream this show on YouTube at the same moment. Yeah, and if you if you watch it on YouTube, or maybe later as a recording, you'll find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe the channel with the click on this button, or you can leave a comment if you want, or you can give us a like. Almost everything is allowed. Okay, so let's go to the charts, and let me share my screen with you. And please feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. If I have an opportunity, then I give you the answer. And Mihai, wonderful, good morning. Marcelo, good morning. Welcome here in our show. Tina, Kurt, wonderful, good morning. And Barry on YouTube also, good morning. So what do we expect today? Just Wednesday, we expect the oil petroleum status at 4:30 German time, by the way. That's the only number we expect. We realize at the moment that the market's coming down and very quiet, because most of the big traders are in vacation, you know, Christmas, Happy New Year. And yeah, it's we can see the market that nothing happened, just big moves to at the opening of the market, and then it's done. So therefore, we have to be really carefully with our trades, and more than ever, just following the rules. If you have Telegram on your channel, on your screen, or on your phone, then you find a link in the chat on YouTube and on Zoom. You can subscribe it, and you can follow Admirals on Telegram too. And you see, you get the notification about the result, about the webinars, and you have a lot of interesting content from this great team in the back. Okay, AB says back to trading after taking 6-month break. That's a good idea. Maybe it's also a good idea to start with logic trading. This is what I can suppose for your new restart. Also, if you want to follow Admirals on Twitter, then you have Admirals on Twitter, and of course myself. Here, the name is Daytrader70. Then you can follow me here on Twitter as well. And on Twitter, you will see all my trades. If I have time, I will share them. You see, by the way, this is what I want to show you. That's our trading in December. And you see, we see the turnaround on our accounts, which means next year is our year, because I go back to my own trading. I make less coachings and so on. Therefore, I created the course, and then you can come to the Tower family. So I want to go back to my roots. I want to go back to trading. Focus on trading, never lose a trade or signal. And you see what can happen if you follow the rules and if you let it go. And you see we have a profit factor 1.52. That's really, really cool. And the recovery factor 173. That's really cool. So you see we are on track, just if you learn to stick to the rules and if you learn to let it go. And this is what I teach you in this course. You get over my homepage, by the way, and you should follow you should step on the path of logic. So let's go to the charts, and we start as every morning in the next 10 minutes. And as we can see, that is a kind of the last trade yesterday, we closed with 6 points profit, no loss, which is we've just followed the rules. That's the point. And afterwards, you see the price went up big. That's the move to the opening in the market. So, but sometimes it is. Is it annoying? No, not for me. Because was I angry? No. Why? I followed my rules. Yeah, I look at it and said, guys, okay, you got me. So, but I don't angry. I'm not angry. I'm not annoyed about this because sometimes it's the game. So we had so many profitable trades in our DAX 10-minute chart. So it's not a loss, and this is the most important thing. So actually, we didn't see yesterday a trend continuation here. It was a kind of confusing situation, but finally we see this downtrend on the right side of the chart, and this downtrend is still valid. Let me, no, okay. So here we go. So here is the point. Here's the point 3, and you see it was a kind of trick here in this situation. Here, there at the point 3, that was a kind of trick situation. They always trick the people out to go long that institutional money can sell in this position. So in my view, the short trend is still valid. So after I saw this, I delete my short order on the point 2 here. But then I could see, okay, it was just a trick. It was not really a trend break. The spikes delete the closes here, and in 10 minutes, it's just a game. Yeah, so therefore, I reinstalled my pending order again, and the price pulled me in. I have an open short position right now, exactly 0.2. That was unfortunately a turning point, and now the price is going up in its own corrective trend. But the main trend, which is facing downward, even it looks really ugly, it's still valid. So, and as you know me, I don't intervene into my trade. I can never know what happens next on the right side. Therefore, the crucial point, what makes your trading successfully, is money management. If you are not focused on money, then you are free of emotions. You can step on the path of logic, and then you can give the market the responsibility to do what it has to do, the market. And you know, we have a higher probability in a second trend arm. And even it looks not that nice, it's still the second trend arm. Yeah, and the correction is running its own trend. It's fine, but it happened in the middle of the night, so I was not there. So yeah, let's see what happens. Even if I get out, I will lose around 59 points. I don't care. I don't care. We made so many profits. So not every trade can be a winner, but we have to take the chance. And actually, the point of control, guys, is on the lower side, 15,501. So you see, we are very expensive in the price right now. So maybe, yeah, we have a bit more probabilities on the lower side. So I don't intervene. I don't care about it. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. So let's go to the focus charts, and the focus charts, we start with Euro USD. Yeah, in Euro USD, I have still my pending order here because we are still in the third trend arm. And in the second one, we made our profit already. This here you see, that was the profitable trade. And now we are still speculating on the trend continuation. And the positive factor is that we have a kind of secondary trend here too. Price is coming down a bit, but my pending order is here. And you know, point of control is quite far away. So I leave my pending order as long as we have a trend break. Yeah, then I always have to calculate and speculate that the price will going up to the point of control unless they move the point of control to a new price. But let's see. It's quite far away. It's not, it needs time, I guess 1-2 weeks. Then they could move the price to this lower price zone. but not yet. And as long as we don't have this situation, we have to speculate that we see finally a trend continuation to the upper side, and maybe the price goes back to the point of control. Let's see. We have to listen to the chart and not to interpret. This is what we have to do. Listen to the chart. Then we have DAX 40. And in DAX 40, we have a kind of secondary or underneath trend, a small, really small trend. It's this. It was first trend arm. Yeah, that was a kind of second one. And now we are here in the third one. Yeah, maybe we see a trend continuation. I don't know. Yeah, or maybe we are circling around the point of low, a point of high here, and we're going back to the point of control. We don't know. Just listen, and actually the trend is still facing upwards. So then we have the gold price. And gold price is really interesting because we have a trend. So therefore, gold is on my watch list for opening a new trade, because we have here, we had a close above the last 0.2, and now we see the first or the second correction. Second correction is ours. Now we have to wait, yeah, until the next balance candle, and then we can go up to the upper side. We can speculate on the trend continuation on the upper side. So wait for the balance candle, and then we can set the pending order. Then we have British pound USD. Yeah, the trend is too old, actually, because, yeah, you know, that was the trend. And now we are in the fourth trend arm here right now. For a new entry, it's too old. The probabilities are not really on my side. So that's the demand side. So yeah, let's see. Maybe the price will going lower and then we get a new chance later. If you are in, you can see what happens if you let it go. So then the Dow Jones. Dow Jones offers us actually an old trend. It was the first correction. Second one, there was the entry, by the way, and now we are on the move. You see, it always, not always, but most of the times, the chance is in the second trend arm. Most of the times, not always. If you say always, then we have 100% probability, and we don't have 100%. It's just probability, and probabilities cannot have 100%, because if you have 100%, then you have a guarantee. But we have not that guarantee to know what happens next. Therefore, we have to work with guarantees, with probabilities. That's what we have to do. Okay, so then, yeah, let's go to Bitcoin, also in focus. And in Bitcoin, actually, I have an open trade. And yeah, you see, I have now a close below my last 0.3, which means now I trail my stop loss to the low of the candles, which broke my 0.3. Maybe we are lucky, guys, and we can see that more buyers come into the market at the point of control. And yeah, let's see what happens next. If we get out, but on the other side, we have to see that basically there is a corrective new trend. And this is this one. So, and this is the move. In case the trend is, or the trade remains and the price is going up, then we are fine. Yeah, then we are fine. So, but in case the price will do this, going up, and maybe brings a balance candle here, then we have to speculate that the price is going down. So be prepared for a possible short hedging or maybe new position, yeah, in Bitcoin, for example. So I don't care about the underlying, just the product, and the product has a price, and the price is developed by volume. I don't interpret, I read or I listen to the chart. So even they get me out here at my stop loss, then it was a profitable trade because I made a partial profit. And this is what can protect your account if you trade with logic and not with interpretations and not with your opinions and not with your emotions. Yeah, just let it go. Okay, before we come to the rest of the running trades, I want to ask you the question of today. And my question of today for you is, have you made progress in handling your emotions yet? You know, we talk about emotions all day and all year. And I gave you so many advices how you can handle your emotions. And at the end of the year, I want to ask you, have you made progress yet in handling your emotions? Yeah, progress doesn't mean that you control yourself perfectly. Question is just if you made a progress on handling your emotions. Maybe the logic helps you with this. So next one is Euro Canadian dollar 4-hourly chart. And you see there is nothing to do for the moment. We have our trade. It was the first trend arm. And it was a second. So we made partial profits here. And now we are still in the correction. The correction is running in its own trend. It's this one. You see, second. And no, not really closest there. So another trend continuation. And you know, the point of control is on the upper side. And yeah, we can speculate it that we will finally reach this. So my soft stop, you know, my hard stop is quite far away, close to my entry. And the soft stop is below the last 0.3. And I don't intervene, just let it go. This is what you can learn if you have logic in your trading all the time. New Zealand Swiss franc. Yeah, we are in loss actually. We are close to the stop loss, but it's not the time to intervene, guys. It's just our trade. So that was the second correction, and actually no trend continuation here, which means we're extending actually the correction and still waiting for a trend continuation. If you get out, yeah, then it is like it is. So actually, yeah, you can also, by the way, let's see. Come on. Yeah, you can also push the hard stop closer lower, and we work at the 0.3 here with a soft stop. Yeah, because I don't want to get out with a spike. That's stupid. If we have a close, then we can trade a stop loss and then we are out. But actually the trend is still valid. So just don't intervene. British pound, Swiss franc. Yeah, we're coming back into the profit a bit. And you know, that's the trend. 1, 2, and here we go. I open the trade here at the 0.2, and we are still speculating. And point of control is quite far away, guys. Yeah, point of control is really far away, so can entry there, and managing the stop loss is below the last 0.3. We made a partial profit, and you see, if you see it, if you will have a close below the last 0.3, we cannot make a loss. Yeah, based on this partial profits, I sold half of the position, and with the stop loss here at the last valid and confirmed point 3, it's not possible to lose money. Then we have British pound, Australian dollar. Yeah, we are circling around the entry, you know, point of control is on the lower side, but the main trend is facing upwards. That's the green one. The green trend is the main trend, and the red one is the corrective trend. So actually, the main trend is the one for me. So therefore, we are speculating on the trend continuation to the upper side. That's the point 2 here. And therefore, we need a close above that. And if we will have a close, we can make a partial profit. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, it's like New Zealand and British pound, Swiss franc. Yeah, here we have the situation that this is the trend. Yeah. So there was the second trend arm, and here we're speculating on trend continuation, especially the point of control is on the upper side. Yeah, so we are speculating that the price will finally go back to the point of control, or at least in the direction of the point of control, but actually the price is really, really cheap. So then we have Swiss franc, Japanese yen. It's one of the trades who prove you that it's always a good thing to let the trades running and don't let it go. Feel free to let it go. You see, even the point of control is on the lower side. You see what happens. And it was a kind of trading idea that we see this top again, and you see it works. Should we stop the trade? No. Why? Why we should stop the trade? We are trend traders. Yeah. If we have a new high at the new point 2, then we can trade the stop. And actually, there is no contrary trend on the right side of the chart, which means there is no need to intervene into the trade. Once, if we have a corrective trend, we can open a hedging position, but without closing the main trend, because the main trend will break here at this purple line, 124.18. So just let it go. We can never know what happens next. Maybe we see another 20 trend arms. And if you want to make this experience, to see yourself having this experience, not to intervene, and to have this feeling, oh my gosh, another trend arm, then don't intervene. Let it go. This is a human part. Guys, the 4 L's, you know, I teach you in the course, it's kind of human behavior. It's not market. We can never know how many trend arms the market will make or the product will make. Just your interpretation. It's always the same. Look at this one. I show an example where right now. Let's see Australian Canadian dollar first. Same procedure, you know. There is no reason to intervene. Yeah, we have to wait what happens. Actually, it's not a contrary trend. Yeah, it's still the uptrend. So the stop loss is below the last 0.3. Soft stop, by the way, that we don't get out with a spike, and the hard stop is in profit. So actually, there is nothing to do for the moment. And I want to show you something. Look at this one. Yesterday, I said, don't open a trade in euro Swiss franc. And look at this one. And I show you this. Look, this is the trader sentiment. 93%, the same like yesterday, are on the buyer side. Who lose money right now? Yeah, the buyers, of course. Yeah, this is the point. Where can I get the course? On my homepage, please. Let me show you if I can. Where is it? Yeah, give me just a sec. So you will find the link in the chat. You're welcome. So you see 93% on the buyer side. And what does the price doing? It's going down. I told you yesterday, in heaven's sake, stop doing this. And where does it come from? Interpreting. People interpret the chart instead of listen and reading the chart. They interpreting, oh my gosh, the price is, oh, the trend is so old. Oh, it's so deep. Oh, the price cannot go lower. Now I have to buy. They're going to the smaller time frames down to 1 minute to catch the first rebound. And at the end, they don't think in a logical way. Guys, your only chance on a long run, I don't talk about 1 month, I don't talk about 3 months, and I even don't talk about 1 year. If you want to become successful in trading on a long run, you need to work with logic. This is the only chance you can survive. And you know, over 80% of all traders fail. Even we have this wonderful and lovely webinars from Paul, from Jens, a little bit from myself, but more from the others. You can learn a lot of things. But as long as you work with interpreting, and as long as you don't understand what does it mean to trade with logic, I promise you, and this is a guarantee, I give you the guarantee after 23 years of my own trading, if you don't start trading with logic, you will never become successful on the long run. Short run, yes, it's coincidentally. It's just based on a coincidence. On the long run, you have to follow the logic and you have to understand the logic. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. It's just on you. I don't care. No, that's a lie. I care. I care because I know how should I say, what's the right word? It's kind of frustrating, exactly. How frustrating it is to sometimes to have good trades, and maybe with one trade you erase all your profits again. This is frustrating. And then the emotions comes back, and the emotions come back, and then you do stupid things again, like me in the past. And you know, the word logic is based on the Greek origin source word logos. And logos means reason, which means your trading has to be reasonably. But this is not based on reason. This is emotions. And as long as you do this, you will never become successful, I promise you. And I care because I know you have dreams, you have wishes, you have maybe your targets, your goals. I guess you are here, you start with trading to make money with trading. But guys, it's not that easy. The system is really simple if you follow the path of logic, but it's not easy because you have to fight with yourself, and it's frustrating. If you, go 1 step forwards, 2 steps back, or sometimes 2 steps forwards and 1 step back. It's like after 1 year, maybe you say, I didn't destroy my account. Yeah, that's cool, but you didn't make money. And you see, I proved you this year with my account here of Admirals, how it works in real. I destroyed the account almost. And next year is my recovery year. And next year, I prove you how it really works if you don't make mistakes like me. So my biggest mistake was I missed too many entries about signals. I violated the law of probabilities because it's a law. And this is what you have to do. It's just my advice for you guys. Okay. We have no trading ideas for the moment. US dollar, Canadian dollar is just going up. The pending order still remains here because the downtrend is still valid. Maybe we get rejected at the point of high again. And Australian dollar, Swiss franc is, also we are waiting for the entry. Yeah. So, and my question for you today, was, have you made progress in handling your emotions? And now I am happy. I am really happy because 80% says, yes, I made progress. And Nastia, in case you listen to me, we made it. If we help the people to handling emotions in trading, is the basement to make money in the next year on a long run. And I am really, really happy. Tomorrow we see each other the last time for this year. And we start at January the 4th. We will talk about tomorrow. I want to say thank you. And I hope we see each other tomorrow or in the live trading room or wherever. Now I wish you a wonderful and lovely day. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force